What's up, guys? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Should be able to. Why is Facebook acting stupid? Why is it not letting me? What in the world? It's not letting me change. There we go. Wow, Facebook. Quality company right there. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's having a good day. Excuse me. Oh, man, I am tired. But yep, hope everybody's having a good day. I can kind of see the comments. I'm still don't have this thing set up the way I want it set up, so I'm having to look upwards to see the comments on the comment section. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can share everything. I mean, see everything okay. Oh, man. So this is my cover for the Ripper Gene. It's going to be a lot of blacks in this one. What's up? What's up? Hope everybody's having a good day. I've got pretty much all the packages from the live sale shipped out. We had a lot of people turn out for that, which was awesome. Still a good bit of people that didn't, whether they saw the post or what, I'm not sure. But and in case you're wondering why the covers look this way, the Ripper Gene is about serial killers, and all the covers that I do for the project deals with our obsession with serial killers, whether it be real life ones or movie ones. So I do these covers that are 50-50 splits. Thank you. Thank you. Just doing it for the big blacks. Some people use brush and ink, and that works fine too. I kind of like the Sharpies on the big black stuff, just because of the way it dries. Pretty much, as long as you got a good marker, it dries pretty much almost line free. So, and it's a real flat black. Now, don't get me wrong, for longevity, you do have to, if you purchased a piece of art that had some blacks on it colored with a Sharpie, you do have to make sure you don't store it in direct sunlight or anything like that. If it's in your office or something, just on the wall, that's fine, as long as you don't have a window that shines straight on it. Because over time, now of course we're talking decades, but over time it could lighten the black up a little. But like I said, I like them for just things like this, these big blacks. Because even over time, even if big blacks like this kind of lightened up a little bit, that's not a big. What's up, Michelle? That's not a big deal, um, because it just gives it more of a gray tone. So it's not, you're not losing tons of information. Now, you don't want to do it like when it comes to the line art and things like that. So it's just for these big spots. And then you go back in with the proper pen and you and lighten it back, or and connect the dots, so to speak. Now you got some people out there they'll do all the detail in one of those skinny Sharpies, and I personally think that's terrible to do, because you don't want those lines to gray out or lighten up over time. At least in my opinion, you shouldn't. But to each their own. Oh, what's up, Jason? What's up, everybody? Oh yeah, gotta love some Freddie. Let's see. I don't want. Is that the piano? Yeah, that's it. Now, I'm probably going to miss a lot of your comments and things like that, because I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to the computer that's like way over there. So if I miss anything, just ask the question again. But I'll try to pay attention, because I got to get this work done. Yeah, these covers have been a lot of fun. I think we got two more. Yeah, we got two more covers I got to do for them. One is I think we're doing H.H. Holmes and Jigsaw, which I think makes perfect sense, since both of them dealt with a lot of traps and stuff like that in their uh, movie information, and then real life, of course, with H.H. Holmes. Um, So that one will be fun. And then the other one's going to be Michael Myers. And I haven't made up my mind about that one. I thought about the Zodiac. I thought would be a kind of a cool one. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that one. But these covers have been a lot of fun. And I definitely appreciate um, Jason and his partner that created the book, bringing me on for more covers. They've been like I said, they've been a lot of fun to do. Yeah, I mean, he kind of was. He had that hotel in wherever the hell it was. Where was that hotel? Was it San Francisco or where was he out of? But either way, yeah, he had that hotel was full of traps. Um, yeah, it was definitely some crazy shit. Oh, it was Chicago. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember where the hell he was. I used to know all that shit like the back of my hand, but I really haven't messed with it too much. Yeah, I think their Kickstarter starts somewhere around the end of this month or something. I'm kind of thinking about pushing my Kickstarter from the middle end of this month. I'm thinking about pushing issue number 5 to October 1st and have a Halloween month Kickstarter, and then like maybe have a bunch of stretch goals and stuff that are Halloween themed. Yep, I go back to Texas this coming weekend. Yep, I got to do um, Station College Station Comic-Con this weekend. It's my first time actually doing this event, so it'll be kind of cool to see you know what this one's like. So we shall see. We shall see. Oh, I saw your post, um, Cameron, about trying to move some books. Um, Two things you got to keep in mind. Most collectors aren't really buying books right now. It's mostly just flippers, and flippers are all. And don't get me wrong, some collectors will do it too, but the most of the people that are buying right now, they're buying to resale. So they're looking to buy your product, and then they're going to resell it. So they want it as cheap as they possibly can get it. So that kind of sucks. But the other thing I was going to say, what you might could do to help move some of those books that you need to get rid of for whatever reason, do raffles. I mean, raffles are a great way, in my opinion, to get people to grab on some stuff that and it helps you kind of get full value for what you're trying to move. At least I think it works great. I mean, that's one of the reasons I do a lot of them, is because there's a lot of people out there that can't afford to buy some of these damn books, in general. So it kind of helps move that along. So just, food for thought. You might could do some of that. But yeah, selling right now, like, man, it's hard to try to sell right now. There's just too many people. Like I said, the most of the collectors already have said items in a lot of cases. But eBay and all that stuff has made people in general where they a lot of times they think what they have is worth more than what it really is. And then you got people that want to try to get every damn thing super cheap. And it just, I mean, it sucks. But I don't know. I personally like the raffle stuff. Like I said, it helps me kind of get the value for my stuff that I think it should be. But it also, like I mentioned, allows some people out there to get some items that they normally may not could get. Plus, the other thing that hurts, that's the other thing that hurts about reselling books. You guys have got to keep this in mind too, so you don't get frustrated. The other thing you got to remember is all these damn books you may have bought, whether they're Clayton Crane or any of these other damn people. The sad thing is 9 times out of 10, and I'm not shitting you with that number, 9 times out of 10, that $40 book, that $80 book, that $100 book that your ass bought when it came out is now a $10, $15 buy it now book and a $50 slab or a $60 slab. That's what hurt. That's what hurt. That's one of the reasons I told you guys. That's why I quit buying new books when they first came out. I quit because it did not, without fail, 6 months later, those damn overpriced books that came out that week, 6 months later, they were in people's $10 buy it now bins. Or I was able to get you know, slab versions of those same books. I'm gonna have to move that. That looks strange. That dot's not gonna work like that. That looks weird. So, you know, you guys have got to keep that in mind. Is all those books that you're trying to sell now, are books that are $15 books. I mean, I see Clayton Crane signed raw books for $20. You know what I mean? That hurt everybody. And I try my damnedest to tell everyone, you know, hey, you know, stop buying these damn books. You know, wait, give it 6 months. I promise you, you'll be able to get those same books in people's damn, you know, $10 buy it now spots. And it was true. It happened. That out the gate hype is bullshit hype. Please stop falling for it. There is no, I don't give a shit who the artist is, excuse my language. There is no artist floating the market right now that their 3,000 print run Marvel cover or their 3,000 print run DC cover should be $40, $50, $60 books on day one. Stop buying into that bullshit. Now, of course, it's your money. You do whatever you want to with it. You know, obviously that's everybody's own money. You buy, you spend whatever you want to. Just y'all got to remember, 2 years down the road, you won't be selling that book for what you pay for it. It just is what it is. And it sucks. I totally, you know, hate that that's the truth of it. That's just the truth of the matter. So y'all got to keep that in mind too. It's just a lot of times it's not necessarily people being cheap, which sometimes it is. A lot of the other times is those books just don't have value no more. You know, you're talking about, again, you're talking about a 3,000 print run book. You know, they got the same value as every other 3,000 print run book. It doesn't matter who the artist was on the cover. So, you know, just food for thought. I hate to see, I mean, don't be wrong. There are going to be people out there that try to lowball you. It just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that. But I just don't want you guys getting frustrated and aggravated. And the truth of the matter is those books just don't have value no more. They just don't. Because most of the people that wanted them as a collector already have them. The people that wanted them to flip, they lost their ass on them. And they, I mean, yeah. Just so the best thing to do, in my opinion, if you're a collector and you need to get rid of some stuff for whatever financial reasons, personal reasons, whatever the case may be, in my personal opinion, do raffles, and then you can kind of get what that book, what you think that book is worth, and that'll help you out a little bit. So, you know, like I said, food for thought. You know, obviously it's y'all's books. Y'all do what you want to with them, but that's, you know, just in my opinion, you know, that would probably help you move the book better. You know, again, just, you know. Just food for thought. Yeah. I mean, that's what hurt us. That's what hurt, you know, that's what hurt Image. You know, I wish Image would have had the forethought, you know, instead of them just being young bucks trying to get rich. I wish they would have had the forethought on their issue number ones and made them super low print runs. I wish, because it's a damn shame to see books that from creators that changed the industry. You know, from like Spawn #1 and all these other books. It's so sad to see those books that changed an industry be worth garbage. I mean, Jesus Christ, Spawn #1's like what? In a 9.8 condition? You can get a 9.8 slab Spawn #1 for like, you know, $60. You can get a raw one in great shape for $20 damn dollars. It's a damn shame. I mean, they're so shitty valued that you got people trying to make up other books, you know, calling those the first appearances. Oh, Rust #1, Malibu 13. No, bitch, sorry. It's not the first appearance. That's an advertisement book. That's not how this works. But but that's because they're desperate. They want the book to have some kind of value. Now, again, don't get me wrong. If everybody wants to come together, I've said this before, and just decide, you know what, guys, we're just going to call Russ #1 the first appearance, and that way we can, have something with some value. Don't get me wrong. If they want to do that as a whole, I'm right there with them. I am cool with it. But that's not what they're doing. These sellers call whatever damn book they have in their possession at that moment the #1. The first appearance. So if they're on that particular week, if they're selling, Spawn #1, the first appearance of Spawn, then the same damn, and I've seen it happen, same damn seller. All right, guys, we got the first appearance of Spawn this week, Malibu Sun 13, man. Really? Because last week you were calling Spawn #1. Hey, look, guys, we got the first appearance of Spawn this week, Russ #1. Like, make your mind up, bitch. Excuse my language. So, but, like I said, if they want to do that, I'm cool with that. I've owned all those books, so I would have been fine with that way of thinking. But that's not what they want to do. They just want to call it whichever book they got on the shelf that week. And I personally think that's bullshit. I think it's dishonest, but yeah, I mean, it truly is sad that, we don't get to see those books that absolutely change the industry, and they're worth trash. I mean, they're $20 books, no matter what they are. That's sad. I definitely wish they would have had the foresight to think about that. You know what? Hey, guys, you can print as many as you want to of issue #2s and issue #3s, etc. But you know what, guys? Let's keep the #1 super, super low print run. God, I wish they'd have done it. But, they did exactly what any of us would have done. If any of us would have been in that boat, most of us would have never thought about that. We would have been like, oh, hell yeah, here you go. Here's a 500,000 print run. We would have all done the same damn thing, looking for that payday. Because, I mean, as far as they knew, that shit could have fell apart the next day. You know what I mean? So I totally understand it. Get that money while you're hot, because it could have fell apart in the next month. So I definitely understand, like I said. Definitely understand. Well, I mean, destroying the books, and that's something else a lot of people kind of get a little confused on. Because there's some people out there that kind of do that every once in a while. Oh, hey, here you go, guys. We've got this book. It's a 3,000 print run DC cover, and we're going to destroy 1,500 of them. Well, okay, great. That doesn't mean shit. You just destroyed 1,500 damn books. That doesn't change the print run. Your print book's still a 3,000 print run book. I hate when people do that. I hate when I see retailers do that. Hey guys, we've got 1,000 print run here of this book, and we're going to destroy 500. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't make your book worth any more. Yeah, your book is still 1,000 print run book. So anybody out there that might be thinking that that's a way for you to up the value of your book, you ain't accomplishing shit. Just heads up. Your book is still whatever the print run was. That's exactly what it is. You can't destroy 500 print run of 1,000 and go, hey guys, we got a 500 print run book. No, you don't. You got 1,000 print run book, and like a dumbass, you destroyed the others. I get tickled when I see some people thinking that all of a sudden made their book worth more. I'm like, no, No, it didn't. You still got this print run. I mean, don't get me wrong now. If somebody wants to destroy their book, it's their book. They paid for it. They can do whatever the hell they want to with it. But it's not going to change the print run of the book. So just a little friendly heads up there. I'm doing heavy shadows on Ramirez because I just really want him to look stupidly menacing. Same thing, like I'm not even going to put pupils in his eyes. I just want him to be black like a shark, if that makes sense. The rarity does make it worth the value of a book, but the print run rarity is what matters. If I want to sit here and destroy, 1,000 copies of Psycho Sal #1, that doesn't make Psycho Sal #1 any more rare. Not in the sense of true collecting. You can create some falseness with it, sure, but at the end of the day, it's still a 3,000 print run book. And again, I think it's for me personally, and it's just my opinion. I think it's deceitful. I think it's deceitful lying to people and saying, "Oh, guys, here you go, guys. We got this, 1,000 print run book." No, you had a 3,000 print run book. The only place that applies in true rarity is when you're talking about books that are golden age. When you're talking about books that has 30 years under its belt, 50 years under its belt, 80 years under its belt, and there was only 100,000 of them made or whatever. I'm just throwing out a number. And now, because of people trashing them and folding them up, putting them in their back pocket, et cetera, now you only have a few thousand that are legit left. That's different. That's a legit time frame, or not time frame. That's a legit value. But when I just sit there and destroy the damn books, any true collector is not going to look at that book and go, "Oh my God, I got to have one. That's legit rare." No, it's not rare. You manufactured that. That's not legit rarity. Again, this is just my opinion. You guys can collect however the hell y'all want. I'm not falling for it. And I'm not going to pay extra for it because somebody decided they wanted to destroy, their books. Because it's not legit value. It's manufactured. And like I said, again, it's just my opinion. You guys are welcome to have whatever opinion you want. I just don't buy into the bullshit. I don't buy into fake hype. I just don't. Yep. I mean, it's the same way when people like sit around and go, "Oh, guys, you better grab this. This is so-and-so's first cover on this title." That's bullshit. When it comes to artists, the only firsts that matter is the first cover that an artist does for DC, the first cover that they do for Marvel, the first cover they do for any major publication. That's their value cover. Their first cover ever, whether it's indie or a company, that's the value covers. I mean, I saw somebody on, what was it on that? What's that damn? What issue was this for? What's that app that a lot of people use that wants to hype up shit all the time? God, what's the name of that app? Comic Collector? Or anyway, there's an app everybody likes to use, and every time you turn around, that dude's listing some shit on there that just don't make no damn sense. "Hey guys, you better grab this. This is so and so's first cover on this book. It's a hot book." No, it's not, because he's done 1,000 other damn covers. Like I said, that's all bullshit, manufactured, fake hype that people try to do, and it's just not right in my opinion. And again, just my opinion. There's only certain things that truly matter in the world of firsts. And I'm sorry if that pisses some people off. It is. I see it all the time when these sellers, I mean, I've seen the same thing when it was, you know, Clayton Claim related bullshit or, you know, whomever. Told you better get it, better get it. Like, why? So I can throw it in my shit and it'll be a $10 book in 6 months. And I know that pisses some people off that I say that, but it's true. Any damn thing, I don't give a shit who it is. I don't care who it is. Clayton Crane, Peach Momoko. I don't give a shit who it is. If it's a damn 3,000 print run book from Marvel to DC and there's nothing else special about that book, no first appearances, no nothing, and the only thing that's got on it is that artist is doing that cover, that does not make that a $40, $50 book in week one. Not in my opinion. I'm not paying it. And that's one of the reasons I didn't pay it. And that's one of the reasons I had such a massive collection I had, including signed slabs, was because I waited 6 months down the damn road and I got the books for way damn cheaper. Way cheaper. I was buying damn signed books, signed slabs, yellow label CGC 9/8 for books people were paying $80 raw in the first week. I was getting 6 months down the road for $40 and $50 shipped. And that's why our resales, hang on one second, guys. I need to grab my gray tones. And that's why our resales are hurting so bad right now, is because can't nobody get the money back they spent 6 months ago or a year. It's a shame what we've done to the damn market. And it's got nothing to do with variance. Before anybody starts chiming in with that shit, oh, variance ruined the game. No, variance do not ruin the game. People abusing resale values is what has ruined the game. People price gouging on week one for no reason whatsoever is what has hurt a lot of things. Variants in general are great when they're handled correctly. Look, it's like this. When I can sit here and my Psycho Sal books as a new creator has more resale value than these books coming from Marvel and DC, or if I see other indie creators' books having more value than these books coming from Image and from Marvel and DC, etc., that should tell you what is really odd that's going on. I mean, I've seen my Psycho Sal cover sell in someone's live show for higher than some damn book from Marvel or DC that week. I'm just saying. And I've seen it happen with other indie books too. So just, like I said, food for thought on it, it's got to make sense. And right now, there's a lot not making sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm super, super, super proud that I've seen Psycho Sal do that. I'm so beyond grateful that some of you fans are eating it up. And, I'm so grateful for that. I so appreciate you for that. But it's still one of those things. I'm sat back and I go, what the fuck? How the hell is this doing this and these others are getting no play? And then I go, oh, okay, well, people are kind of catching on. That's why. People are catching on to the fact that these new books aren't selling for shit. But yet indie books are, which is a good thing. People should pay more attention to that because indie is on fire right now. People need to pay a lot of attention to that, to be honest with you. Indie is where it's at right now. If you're not buying indie, you are severely missing out. And that's, that's not me trying to persuade you. It's just fact. Indie is doing incredible right now. If you're not shopping indie, you're severely missing out, in my humble opinion. A lot of great content out there right now for indie. Yeah, Marvel's minimum order, the minimum as a retailer, the minimum anyone can get from Marvel or DC is a 3,000 print run. Now, once you order the 3,000 print run, you can tack on 1,000 virgins or 1,000 whatever cover gimmicks they might let you do. But the absolute bare minimum for DC and Marvel is 3,000 print run. The only time they'll alter that to like a 1,500, give or take, is if you're someone that is doing such massive retailer exclusives with them that they'll give you a little bit of a discount, but you got to be doing shitloads of orders. But yeah, like if I a retailer right now wanted to go to DC or Marvel and say, hey, I want to do a cover for, you know, this book or this book. Okay, sure, no problem. 3,000 print run minimum. Yeah, indie's huge. Like really and truly, a lot of people do not understand how large indie is right now. I mean, I shit you not. This is probably not an exaggeration in any way. If you took all the indie books, and I'm not even talking about the TNA books. I'm not even talking about the smut books, the TNA books, the you know, hustler cover books. I'm not talking about any of that shit. If you took the legit books that are out right now, and you took those and put them all under one label, if you did that, you would have a company that would rival Marvel. I mean, there's so many. I mean, so many. Indie books out there that are legit quality indie books. So yeah. Yep. And like I said, that's not me trying to be over exaggerating. I mean, that's just legit true. So many. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones. Damn, I just realized something I need to check. I can't remember if he's got a glove or how that actually is with him. So a lot of that is going to be just blood. So like dark blood. Hmm. Yeah, there's shitloads of blood on this dude. Art the Clown, baby. To do. Yeah, this is going to be a new print design. I've been meaning to do one, and I just haven't had a chance. So we're going to do. How do I want to do that? Let's do more along the lines of dark gray. Because then when I cover it with red, or when the colorist colors it with red, yeah, sadly, a lot of sellers get pissy with me because I make that comment about stop buying $50 damn books and shit on day one from Marvel and DC. Now, if you're buying Do You Poos and Hardly Thins and Naughty and Nice, etc., that's a different ball game. You know, you're not going to lose no damn money on those unless you get desperate for money and need to sell. You know, just selling regular, you don't lose money on those because they're books that have legit print runs. You know, you're talking about like when I do covers for retailers for those books, you know, you're talking about books that have, you know, a 30 print run in existence and they don't get reprinted. So I mean, you know, that's a different ball game. You can spend money on those on day one and you'll never lose a nickel on it. Like I said, unless you get desperate for money and something happened and you're trying to push it out the door real fast, which you don't even really have to do that. You know, I mean, you just don't. I mean, you know, again, it's just my opinion, but I think people jump the gun too much on shit, thinking that they don't grab it right then, you know, they're gonna miss out, and that's just not been the case. You know what I mean? It's just not. Now, what's going to happen with this? You guys see that I'm adding these gray tones, but that's just kind of to give the colorists a little idea of what things need to go. Like, so obviously, you know, these areas like this, that's a shitload of blood and things like that. He's caked in it in this particular promo picture that he had done. So you got to keep that in mind too. Now, a lot of times I don't ink the stuff that I need to send to the colorist because of time schedules and things like that. I may not have the time to lay down ink work. So there's two types of colorists in this world. There's colorists that can take something and you explain what needs to be done, and then they know color palettes, they know shadows, they know all this stuff to where they can fill in the blanks, and I don't necessarily have to handhold. And there's some people that can color from pencils, and then there's some people that can't. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Most colorists are used to, artwork being sent to them, in inked form. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of the standard. Most of the time, that's how it works. But there are some times where you may not have the time to send something inked. And they got to be able to, look at it and go, oh, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because even in this areas here, like where I'm putting all these shadows and stuff like that, they still have to go in and be able to render those shadows, make sure they're right. Because like I said, there's tons of this where he's covered in blood. All these little pencil lines that you see through here, that's all like blood and everything that's just all over him. So they have to be able to look at that and go, oh, okay. So all this gray in here, this isn't shadow. So what they need to do, like in this example, like this right here with Art the Clown, what they would need to do is look up reference photos for Art the Clown, probably even this promo picture, because it was some kind of promo picture or something that he had done for one of the movies or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, my point is, they just don't go in here and go to color and shit. They have to kind of look up Art the Clown and say, okay. So this is what the promo picture looked like. This is how the guy, drew it to kind of match that promo. And this is where the blood is. This is where this is. So, they have to kind of do that. They can't just go in there and go, oh, well, let me slap the blacks. Let me slap this. They're like colorists. Like I've seen it happen a lot where I've looked in, in group, because, I'm always looking for, new colors to add to the format because, I'm sending so much work to Dave and Dan that they get swamped, because unlike most artists, I'm usually dumping out shitloads of work, whether it's new print designs, because I'm one of those people also, my prints are limited to 100. Once they're done, I have to rotate those out and bring in a new print design for that character if it's a popular character. So, I've got new print designs that have to be colored, metal print designs that have to be colored, covers for retailers that have to be colored, covers for indie creators that have to be colored, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm sending them tons of work. And then, of course, Dan and Dave and Dan both are incredibly talented colorists. So they're busy in general. You know what I'm saying? So now I brought on Chris Hall. I think that's Chris's last name. You have to forgive me. I'm terrible with names. I brought him on. He colored the She-Ra piece for me. And he's coloring the Cowtown Comic-Con exclusive. Oh crap. Hey, McLean, I'm sorry to bother you. I just thought about this while I was doing a live video. Did we get the order put in for the Cowtown Comic-Con exclusive for that cover I sent you? Thank you. I just thought about that. The Cowtown's at the end of this damn month. So, like I said, there's more to it. Like, sadly, as I've looked through colorists that have sent me examples, trying to get work, and I look at their art, look at their colors, and I'm like, shit, dude. I mean, you're not giving your A game. Like, a lot of people think coloring is just slapping color on shit. And I'm sorry to tell you, that is not all there is to it. You have to understand lighting. You have to understand textures. You have to understand a lot of shit. And I don't want to have to explain every damn thing to someone. That is Ramirez, the Night Stalker. I don't even know who Steve McGinnis is. I'm terrible with names. I'm sure I've probably seen if he's a well-known artist, I'm sure I've probably seen his artwork somewhere. I am super bad with names until I've worked with somebody a whole lot. I'm very bad with names. So even an example like this image right here. I'm not coloring this. I'm just laying in these gray tones and everything just to kind of help out a little bit. But like all these lines in here where all this stuff is, that's blood. So like when I give this to a colorist to do, I should be able to say, hey, look up some reference material for Art the Clown. Look up this particular image if you can find it, where he was doing this promo thing. And I need you to match those colors to this. I don't want to explain that blood has different shades of red in it. I shouldn't have to explain that to a colorist. I shouldn't have to, when he sends me the art back for approval, I shouldn't have to turn around and tell him, hey, blood's got highlights, blood's got shadows, blood's got dried blood, blood's got wet blood. Look, it's all different. I don't want to have to explain that to somebody. I shouldn't have to. If you're a colorist, you need to know what the fuck you're doing, or you need to get the hell out of it. And don't get me wrong, everybody has to learn. So, and if you're just not to that point yet, you're still learning, you need to stop trying to look for work and you need to practice. Same thing goes with artists. I see artists all the time asking about this. What should I charge for this? What should I charge for that? First off, no offense, but you're not ready to be charging anybody shit in some cases. You can't jump on the scene and be drawing for 10 minutes and thinking people should be paying you $100, $200, whatever for commissions. You haven't earned it yet. You don't even understand the workload that goes into it. I'm just saying, y'all can get mad at me if you want to. You need to take it as education and not take it personal. There's a lot of people out there that's trying to do this and they're not ready for this. Same thing with colorists. You got to pay your dues a little bit. Now, if you've already been coloring and you're just coming on the scene, sure, put your work out there and rock and roll. But if you've been here 10 minutes, you need to chill out. You have not earned the right to be like, and again, now don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not going to come to your page and tell you, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. You're on my page right now. So I'm just speaking my mind about it. If you get ass hurt about it, you better work that shit out too. Because you ain't going to make it in this industry if you're getting ass hurt over something I'm saying. You better grow some thick skin real damn quick. You're going to get your feelings hurt. And, and don't get me wrong now. I'm not big on people going, I don't think people should be going to other people's pages trying to critique their shit. People need to stay off other people's pages. Now, if you post something, say, hey, what do y'all think about this? You better be ready, because you're going to have some people that's going to say to you what they think you want to hear. But you are also going to have some people that are going to be severely blunt with you to the point almost of sounding rude. It just is what it is. Some people, I swear to God, they get off on, bringing other people down. Yeah, that's exactly true. That's exactly true. The colorist also has to kind of be able to take critiques and deliver what the person is looking for. And that can be tough. It can be tough sometimes. That's for sure. It can be tough. Um, but it's one of those things that when someone's paying you to do a job, you do the job. And it's okay to have an opinion, but for the most part, you really just got to be doing what they're asking you to do and trying to get that to work. Too many people out there kind of want to have this mentality. Well, it's my colors, and this is what I think it should look like. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there's been moments where even with myself, where one of my colorists went like, okay, well, that may not look that good like this. Let's try this, and they could show something to me, and that's okay. Don't be afraid to say, well, I don't know if that'll, because I do that. I do that with people I do covers for, and retailers, and even commissions for people. I'll sit there and go sometimes, well, that sounds good in your head, but that's not going to look good on paper. So, and it's okay to say that. You want to make sure people are getting what they're paying for, But you also got to be able to go, okay, I think I see what they're talking about. They're wanting to do this, or whatever the case. But yeah, like, so Art the Clown is a good example that I'm not going to put all this blood in here. Otherwise, I might as well color it my damn self. I mean, most people don't even put these gray tones, but I just figured I would kind of throw those in to help out a little bit. Just to kind of give them a little idea of where the light source is coming from here. The shadows are a little bit over here. All this is going to be red and deep through there. Let's see. And good day to you too, sir. I just happened to think about it while I was on this live video. So yeah, it's one of those things where you want to make sure that people are getting what they want, and they're getting what they're paying for. Because if I'm paying you $75, $80 a page to color something, it's got to be high quality color. I'm not paying that kind of money from some half-ass shit because somebody wants to rush to work and get it out. So that's something else. That's something else I see a lot happening right now too with some colorists, and that's where they want to rush a job to get paid. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not hiring you or anyone else to whether it's an artist doing a cover for my book or whether it's a colorist I'm hiring to color something for me. I'm not hiring you to rush a job. We'll sit here and I'll sit here and make you change shit for weeks until you fix it the way it needs to be fixed. I'm not going to do it like some of these people do where they just go, okay, no, if I'm paying for a damn job, you're going to do it how I want it done, or we'll go somewhere else. And the same thing goes with artists trying to do covers for me. If they trying to half-ass it to get a name out there, to have their name on one of my books, it's not going to happen. You're going to do quality work or you can go home. Yep, exactly. Yeah, you got to slow down. You can't do everything super fast. And another thing colorists need to start doing that I have now, not all colorists, but here recently, again, because over the last 2 issues of Psycho Sal, I've been looking and talking to other colorists, looking at examples of their work, etc., talking to them about their process. Again, because I need to have at least 3 colorists, if not 4, working for me at a time. because of the workloads of shit that I've got coming out. But what was I saying? Shit. I'm sorry. I got distracted because I got thinking about something else. So the other thing they need to get in a habit of doing is putting all this shit on layers. That is the worst damn mistake you can make as a damn colorist, to go in and color something and you do it all on one damn layer because you think you Billy Badass. And then I come in and go, oh, okay, that skin tone looks off. I need you to change the skin tone. Or I go, oh, that background's not dark enough. I need you to darken it up to give it more of a horror feel. And then when you send me the artwork back, all you did was darken the entire image. And then that's not what I'm wanting. I need the background dark. I don't need the character dark. So the same thing, like the example with this here, like whenever somebody goes to color this, it needs to be colored in layers. The blacks need to be a layer. The gray tones need to be a layer. And especially the yellowy stuff on the teeth, and especially the blood, needs to be on separate layers. I don't give a shit how good you think you are. Because if you can't get the blood right, we're going to be here all fucking week long. We just are. Because the blood on an image like this and the yellowing of the teeth and everything are extremely important. And if you're sitting there half-assing it because you think you're Billy Badass and you want to put it all on one layer, we're going to be here all damn week. I'm trying to smear this some to give this costume a bit of a dirty look, in case you're wondering why I keep doing that. So, you know, that's another thing that I've seen a lot of artists do, that where I've sent them a test piece or something and they send it back to me. I go, okay, that looks pretty good. Can you change this? Oh, well, it's all on the same layer. So if I change that, I'm going to have to redo this, and this. Well, that's not my damn fault. You should have colored the shit on separate layers. You know, if you want to, you should have the line work on a layer. You should have the grays and blacks on a layer. And then you should have the color on a layer. And then you should have the, you know, like the important stuff like teeth and eyes or skin tone, especially if you're doing regular people. Skin tone needs to be on its own layer because you may not get it the right tone that we want it to be. And then all of a sudden it becomes a damn hassle because you colored the shit on the same damn thing. Yeah, every colorist out there needs to make that a habit. But it's you know, the same definitely applies to you know, artists too. Like you can't, like, if you're doing a cover for me or anyone else, and you know, you think you're just, they say, okay, here's the character, you know, and I kind of want this idea, or you know, give me an idea of what you're thinking. You can't just jump into final pencils and go, okay, here you go. That may not be what we want. It may not be anything we can use. You have to draw some, you know, 2 or 3 thumbnails for that person who's hiring you to choose from. Because it kind of allows you to play with the poses a little, or whatever the case may be, to where that indie creator or that retailer can look at it and go, okay, I like this one. I like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I like this one. So, you know, you can't just go, you know, if I say, hey, I want you to do a Psycho Sal cover, and if you want to do Psycho Sal himself, that's fine, you know, and then you just sit down and you fully draw out a full body piece of Psycho Sal, and you didn't get it approved for me, and there's something I don't like about it, you're going to have to go back and change that. Now you just wasted like 5 or 6 hours drawing something that you didn't bother to check with the person to see if they wanted that, you know. Yeah, now I mean, if there's a colorist out there that's been doing it for 25, 30 years, that's a different ball game. You know, if I hire Jim Lee to draw a Psycho Sal cover, I don't need Jim Lee to send me thumbnails. You know what I mean? If I hired David Finch to do a Psycho Sal cover, I don't need David Finch to send me thumbnails. But when you're brand new and you've only been in the business 5 or 6 years, in my opinion, less than 10 years, and someone is wanting to hire you to do one of these covers, you need to give them an idea of what you're looking for. Now, if you've proven yourself and somebody's used to you, that's kind of a different story. But even with stuff like this, I've been doing this 5 years. I've got over 70 published covers from Image Comics, Dynamite to indie projects. So most people know my work and they know they can trust me to do quality work. If I don't know you, or if I've never seen any of your work, you need to send me thumbnails. You need to make sure you get it approved by me before you do anything. Same thing with colors. I tell all colorists, if I don't know you, you need to send me the flats so I can make sure you're going in the right direction. And then you need to send me, an update at some point before you're done. I don't want you to send me a piece and go, hey, here you go, I'm done. And I didn't see no progress where we can make changes. I don't like that, because I don't have time to handhold someone, but yet I also don't have time to spend another 5, 6, 7 days trying to explain to someone how to fix color, how to fix lighting, how to fix texturing, how to do shadows. I can't do that. And I won't hire you again. I'm not going to argue with anybody about it either. The colors are going to be my way or the highway. It's that damn simple. I'm paying you. You're not doing it for free. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I'm still, okay with someone saying, okay, this may not work or this may not work. What about this? Like, I'm okay with someone, making those kind of, comments, or suggestions. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, whoever hires you, it's their say so. You need to try your best to get stuff according to what they are looking for, And I know some of you are probably like, oh, that sounds harsh. I don't want to work for you. That's fine. If you can't handle it, I don't want to hire you no way. But that's going to be the way it goes with most. They're looking for a certain thing in their head. They have a certain thing. I mean, there's been times where I've done covers, and I did the thumbnail layouts and I would have to change that layout to something else because that wasn't what they were feeling. And that's okay. I mean, sadly, I've done some work before where I sent them the final pencils. Now, remember, I gave them a layout. They approved it. I did the final pencils. They approved it. Then when I went to inking it, they go, oh, wait, can we change this? So sometimes that shit happens. Luckily, I don't really have to do that often because I make it explicitly clear to people. Once they approve the final pencils, that's it. Once I go to inking it, we're not changing shit unless you're going to pay me all over again. Because I definitely send the thumbnails for them to choose from. I definitely send a loose pencil design once I have it laid out from the thumbnail that they've already approved for them to approve that. And then I also send them the original pencils to approve before I go into the inking stage. So when they deal with me, and most artists, they've had 1, 2, 3 opportunities to make any changes they wanted to do. And if they say thumbs up, we're good to go. When I start inking, we're done. We're not making any more changes at that point. So, and that's not me being unreasonable. That's not me being rude about it. That's just that you can't ask people to do that. You can't ask people to go back and change shit. Once they've started all that and expect them to do another, you want to change the whole design. Okay. Yeah. If you got some other design idea you want to do, yeah, we can change it. It'll cost you this much money, and again, that's not anybody being unreasonable. That's just, you can't do that to people, and you have to put your foot down about that, because this isn't layers in a computer for coloring. I can't just go click on a layer and completely take out the color and everything's fine. Once I've drawn it, I can't change the design idea without it costing more money. And that's not me being an ass or anything. That's being fair, you know. Okay. I think I wonder if I should you know what? Because this is the yeah, this is the blue line. I want to look at something. I want to see how well this red would show up. Okay. Well, that's okay. I can use this ink and get the point across. You know what I mean? Because technically, if I remember correctly in the image, like he's severely like covered in blood. That's Art the Clown. He pretty much bathes in the shit. Yeah. So see, this will kind of get the point across also. So see, I technically could scan this, and you know that colorist would be like, oh shit, okay, I see where he's going. Now, don't get me wrong, most artists are not going to do this shit. Yeah, I don't do it often. Usually it'll just kind of be if I'm dealing with someone brand new that I don't know anything about them. I'll ask to see the flats. Now, a lot of times on Psycho Sal covers, I'll use, sometimes I'll almost always ask for flats on that because when it comes to his color palette, it has to be very precise of what I'm looking for, or we won't be able to do it. His palette's very, very specific of what I'm looking for. But you know, if it's you know like Art the Clown is like this one right here. Whoever I give this to, now this will probably be one I'll probably ask for flats for. Just to make sure that they've got the reds in the right places, you know, and things like that, if that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, it's just it all depends on what it is and what we're doing. No, like most people are not going to ask for flats, but I'm also one of those people. I don't really go, okay, fine, I'll take it. That it is what it is. Like I don't really do that. I'm not paying somebody for something I don't want to use. It's not going to happen. They'll sit there and they'll fix it, or they won't get paid. It's that damn simple. You know, so you know, and again, that's not me trying to be an ass or anything. It's just it has to be what I want, or I'm just not paying for it. I mean, if somebody's going to damn do, you know, half-ass shit, I'll give them $50. You know, I'm just not going to play this damn 80 and $175 game, and then people are just half-ass doing everything. I think, and sadly, in the color community right now, you kind of see that happening sometimes, is people wanting to half-ass again because they're trying to get in a hurry, is what they're doing. They're getting in a hurry, and you know, and you know, and half-assing it, and you just can't do it, man. You know, again, I don't care whether you're drawing it, whether you're inking it, whatever you're doing, you just can't half-ass it. I mean, you gotta do quality work, or just don't do the shit. Stay your ass out of my industry if you're not going to do quality shit. You know, if you're not going to do quality art, stay the hell out. If you're not going to ship proper, stay the hell out. If you're not going to sell and be honest with people about the information, etc., that you're telling them, stay the fuck out. Leave it to the rest of us that want to do right by people, you know? But yeah, normally like nobody would do this. they just wouldn't. Now I'm just kind of doing it to be playing with it, but the most important thing in this industry, in my personal opinion, is you got to take pride in what you're doing. You can't just be rushing. You can't just be going, oh, I got to hurry up and get to this next job. And you need to show, it doesn't matter whether it's someone, it doesn't matter whether someone that's been in the business 30 years hires you to do something, or if you've been in the business 30 years and someone hires you to do it, you got to do it with quality effort. You can't be ghosting people that just because I'm not Marvel or I'm not DC and you don't want to answer my PMs after you agree to do shit. It's wrong. You know, you gotta show the proper quality work ethic or stay the fuck out. You know, I know that sounds harsh, but too many people right now want to, you know, disrespect indie creators just because we're not Marvel or we're not DC. And it's wrong. We deserve the same respect they get. What's up, Charles? Yeah, that's damn true. I might as well just just do it myself. I mean, I still got to go. Would have to go in and add black, you know, darker reds and things like that. So, Charles, did you find some stuff on that sale post? You damn flippers better look on that post. I got that sale so damn reasonable. Y'all can make money off flipping some of that content. Now, see what a colorist would do with this. If I send him the colors for this, they would still scan this in and then they would just kind of lay their own colors on where all this blood is to create more of a realistic look to it. They wouldn't follow what I'm doing per se. but this would give anyone that knows what the hell they're doing, it would give them a bit of an idea. Okay, this is what he's thinking. Okay. If that makes sense. But there's a lot of people out there I could try to send this to, and they'd be like, well, what am I supposed to do? What's going on? You know what? Maybe I will. Let's see here. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, sorry, there's not much light or anything on that. I don't know why. I guess I'm gonna change it out to my other lamp. Ah, come here. Let's see. What color was his eyes? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, Sadie? I gotta look up his eyes. Can't really tell. So I think what we'll do is, I think we'll do that same kind of gray. You know, almost like kind of like again that shark kind of look, you know. And This is just a piece I'm finishing up for a new print design. Um, and this is a cover for the next Ripper Gene. All right, let's see. Thank you, Sadie. Yeah, if you decide you want it, I mean, this one right here will be up for grabs. So you're welcome to, get it. I'm going to darken that back out. I don't like that. Put that black back in there. Not black, but dark, dark gray. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see it pretty good. I can't tell how dark that is on the camera. All right, now I need to put because obviously it would be all over his damn teeth and everything too. I done broke the tip off on that one. Damn it. All right, let's see. Whiten his eyes a little bit more. Make them poop a little bit. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I apologize for being kind of quiet. All righty. Okay, let's see here. Okay, all right. I think that will work. I've got to figure out what I want to do with the background because I really haven't thought about that yet. So I still got to figure that out. And I'm sure I'll tweak on it some more. Well, there we go. All right, I'm going to get off here, guys. I've got to jump onto another cover. Sadly, that cover I don't have permission to show you or anything like that. So I can't really do that one live. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I worked on this print design and this cover for the Ripper Gene number 4. I believe it's number 4. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later.